and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where today, right now, we are going to break down the Blue Jays past week, along with everything baseball, MLB oriented. Might get a little bit freaking wild in this one, because we got a cool fight to react to as well. Dude, literally hands being thrown. Maybe even better than some of the baseballs that were being thrown by the Toronto Blue Jays. Another segment that we're going to get into today, because our Blue Jays pitchers suck. And we're going to break all that down, and then we're going to look ahead at the next week. We got a bunch of other stuff to do. This is the Blue Jays Today Show, and I'm Nick Paleo.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and yes, that's right, Nick. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of things that I'm angry about, I'm upset about with the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's been a very disappointing week. We went 2-4. 2-4. I said we were going to go 4-2. But the Blue Jays said, you know what? Here's Kikuchi and Jose Berrios for you. Yeah. Absolutely getting demolished in the 3 games that they pitched. And then our bullpen doing what the hell bullpen was doing against the Chicago White Sox on that second night that we went live for and got obliterated.
That was a horrible game to watch.
Horrible.
Guys. We were sitting there watching that game, or at least I was, for 4.5 hours. That's too long to suffer an L like that.
Yeah. That is really, really long time, especially when this is the most messed up part.
What?
We come back.
Yeah.
We come back.
Yeah.
We take a 2-run lead.
We were going to win.
We were going to win.
No.
But then it just so happened that Jordan Romano gave up 2 runs, and then it was back and forth, that we didn't score, and then they scored.
Even our lockdown ace closer can literally be exploited as he was. And we go on to lose that game. So, yeah, the Blue Jays pitchers are volatile right now. They are volatile. And it's got us into a new segment that we want to bring into this show, hopefully just for this week and this week alone. But which one sucks more?
Yes,
And our candidates today in the right corner for the Toronto Blue Jays, we have Kikuchi. Yeah. Now he's going to be squaring up against the other Toronto Blue Jay. In the other corner, Jose Berrios.
Let's go!
Which one sucks more?
All right. Well, let's figure that out, shall we?
Yeah, buddy. Which one sucks more?
If we look at Jose Berrios, now this isn't up to date. This was before the start. Still really bad, but his ERA, looking at my paper here, is now up to 5.86, folks.
Very close to a 6.
Very close to a 6 ERA in 15 games, mind you. 15 whole games. And when I was talking before about Jose Berrios, when he first was starting out, having some rocky outings, some good ones, I'm like, oh, he's still finding his groove. Hey, and I remember you were asking me, fans were asking us, are you concerned about Jose Berrios? And I was like, no. It's early May. It's late April. We got to wait till about maybe at the end of June, July. If he's still doing this, then I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, folks? It's July 26th, or June 26th, excuse me, and I am concerned with this man.
15 games is basically half the season for a pitcher, you know? Like, if they pitch 30 games, it's like, hey, that's a good season. You know, like, you did what you were supposed to do. You pitched 30 games. Now, he's not really doing what he's supposed to do in those 15 starts right now. If he wants to even salvage remotely a little bit of this season, like, we are talking about pitching for a 2 ERA from here on out and just being, like, absolutely lights out dominant. And with the way that he's throwing the baseball, it's just not happening. Can we look at some of his saber metrics right now, just to indicate what it is that he's doing here? Ouch, ouchie, ouch balls.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
That is abysmal, guys.
It's not good.
We're talking at the bottom, like 6% in almost every key statistic that matters here.
These are the key ones right here that we want to look at, folks. Barrel 2. The K percentage is way down.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, he's not walking anybody. I actually made a bet on him not to walk, guys, but he also did that today. People are chasing his pitches. That's cool, but they are not missing when they're in the strike zone, and that is a big thing. Down here is where I like to look at. What are the expected numbers against the fastball? The expected slugging is 704, and I think this was even before today's game. It's got to go up. It's got to go up. The slugging is already 635, and every other pitch, too, is getting demolished. The actual batting average against curveball isn't that bad, but the expected numbers are higher.
But
so
that's the literally only thing that you could potentially throw and get an out.
Is a curveball. The sinker's not sinking. The expected batting average is 347 on his fastball, which is the sinker that has movement. It's not even fooling anyone. And I think Joe Siddle said it the best today after the show. It's just nothing. There's no life on his sinker, on his fastball. They're getting destroyed. And with high batting average and high slugging.
This is an elite performance for the Who Sucks More candidacy.
This is really
He's
good.
Doing really good. Can we do a quick just check over at those statistics if we could go back up to the top? He was pretty good last year.
Yeah,
what did they look like last year?
Last year?
If, or just, do one of these. And let's just see where, okay. You know, so like even when he was doing pretty good, like we're not in the 90th percentile and everything, but we're like good across the board. You know, we're like good. We're above average.
We're not walking. We're attacking people.
But we are significantly below average in every key statistic this season. So
in 2019, look at this too. A little bit even better. He's supposed to be even better. So there's been in 2020 is kind of a weird year. But it's been
it's just been like a slow downfall.
Which is
Jose Berrios.
Kind of the opposite what you expect from someone who's 28 years old. Why is he falling?
That's questionable behavior.
Why is he falling? Well, he's making a great case for this Who Sucks More.
For sure.
Let's
but
take a
he
look.
is up against some steep competition. And Yusei Kikuchi. These numbers are up to date here. Now, Yusei Kikuchi doesn't quite have the same ERA to go along with Jose Berrios, but like that is an elite negative .6 WAR right there. Those are some solid innings pitched for the 16 games that we have started so far. I don't know what that average is, but it's not very good, guys.
I think it's got to be around like 4 innings.
4 probably.
Yeah,
about
4
innings. That math does work out actually quite right, considering he started 14 games. And also, where Yusei Kikuchi really thrives in this statistic is the whip.
Oh, the whip's incredible.
That.
The whip's incredible.
That's beautiful.
1.588 whip. That you're not going to see that. Barrios slightly lower.
And it's no wonder. It's no shock that in the 14 games that Yusei Kikuchi has started, the Blue Jays have only walked away with a W 4 of those times.
4 of those times.
Because he's putting up elite fucking numbers out here, guys. 5.80
ERA, baby. Oh, just look at these. These are pretty competitive Saber metrics right now. The exit velo, he's ranked number 1. He's getting hit the hardest. Right now. Same with the expected ERA. Actually expected to be one of the worst pitchers
even
in the game.
Robot hates you.
And the barrel percentage, he's just getting absolutely cranked. However, his one counter stat, he does strike people out.
He does strike people out. You know what? And his expected batting average, it's only the bottom 20th percentile compared to Jose Berrios, who was like
expected 6.
You know, so even the robot says you suck at everything, but you don't. We don't expect you to give up as many earned runs as Jose Berrios. This is very close.
It is very close.
This is very tight. These guys both suck balls.
They really do. They really do in their own way.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. How about the pitches? Are they as drastic? Okay, look at that. Even the fastball, which is supposed to be his best pitch, batting average against him 233, but the expected batting average is 306.
That's actually pretty lucky. So
that's
he's
pretty
been lucky so far.
He's been lucky
with his 5 ERA.
Yep. The changeup really good actually. But you know what's my favorite is the slider. It's the 326 batting average on the slider here. Going actually above and beyond what is expected.
Yeah, you don't see that all the time, guys. But like Yusei Kikuchi really wants to thrive out here. So yeah, he's kicking butt. And who do you have here then?
It's a close one.
It really is a close one, dude. You know, like who sucks more and who's gonna suck more for the rest of the season?
You know, I think those are 2 different questions, my friend. I think for the rest of the season, I got to go with my boy Yusei Kikuchi.
Yeah, he's gonna suck a bit more.
I think just being in the top percentile of everything that's important is really showing to his true colors. Berrios at least has some sort of at least he throws it in the zone. He's not walking people. However, he is getting hard. I think Berrios and with the longevity or the career track record, I think For the rest of the year, it's going to be Yusei.
Yeah.
But right now...
Dude, Berrios has ceiling potential of like a 4.5 for the rest, you know? Like,
exactly.
That could be really good.
That could be a 4.5.
Yeah.
Some salvageable parts there in this season. but I got to go with Yusei. I think he's worse.
You know what? I think so too. And just on the standpoint of the whip for me, it really
the
is
whip
like,
is really bad.
And every time he gets out, even in the inning or even in the outings where he actually does get people out, you find that it's like there's always people threatening. There's always people on base, you know, like that's just like not conducive to a successful pitcher. And we just cannot win any games when you're on the mound. So they both suck donkey balls, but like Yusei Kikuchi, I think sucks just a little bit more.
I'm going to have to agree. Let us know in the chat, guys, down below. Who do you have that sucks more this season? And who do you think is going to come out of it more likely?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Let us know, guys. Let us know. Okay, now that we're done that horrible segment that I never ever want to do ever again, let's get to the good side of things that the Blue Jays did this past week. Obviously not an ideal week 2 and 4, but offensively there were some guys who really shined.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah, well, let's first start off with the bottom part of the lineup that really showed up this week. Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Pray to him, baby. Pray to him.
Okay? He had a fantastic week.
Yeah.
He went 8 for 18 this week. 8 for 18.
You know what? It's gonna happen, guys. It was bound to happen. The Lord is just simply too talented of a player to be held down for this long. God's will is coming into play here, and God says that the Lord will smite.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. You know, with 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored, that's because he's in the bottom part of the lineup.
Yeah.
Right? He's not going to have much opportunity.
You put that guy number 3, like, there's a lot more revs. There's a lot more runs scored, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I know you're like this one, Nick, but Kevin Biggio. He went 5 for 13 this week with 5 RBIs, 4 runs, and 4 walks, 2 home runs for Kevin Biggio.
That, you know, that's clutch hitting right there. If you're picking up all those ribbies in like only 5 hits, like that means that you are hitting them at clutch time. So
and driving them over the fence.
Good job, Kevin Biggio. Keep doing what you're doing, dude. Like I do hate you right now, but I don't want to hate you forever. So if there's any salvageable player in there, I'd love to see him come out.
Yeah, I agree. And I look, like, just keep doing it in the 9 hole too. Like, just flip the lineup over with your, I think it's second best on base percentage on the Toronto Blue Jays.
Love it.
Flip that lineup.
Love it.
Just other notable guys. Bichette had that grand slam this week. He had 2 homers as well. Not a great for the average. He went 5 for 29, but like the power came at the right spots for Bo Bichette.
Wow, he must not be walking at all then, because if he had 29 ABs, like did he walk at all? One walk, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a crap load of ABs to have, which means that you were not getting on base any other way other than hitting.
He had 10 strikeouts. Actually, a lot of guys struck out this week. Hernandez had 9 strikeouts. Chapman had 9 strikeouts. Yeah, a lot of Ks for the boys. Even Springer, who went 2 for 12. You know, of those 10 outs, 5 of them were strikeouts. That's because he was injured.
He was, yeah. He was hurt. Hurt. So there's something going on there with Springer. So we give him a little bit of a pass this week. But yeah, boys, let's start cutting those swings down a little bit, I think.
I agree. And on the pitching side of things, like nothing crazy stand out. Like Manoah's standard 6 and 2 innings pitched. 2 earned runs. Same with Gausman, 2 earned runs with 6 innings. Stripling, though, 6 innings, 1 earned run. I'm liking to see that he's still putting up.
Well, he has to, right? Because we're looking at who sucks more between Kikuchi and Berrios. Like, if Stripling starts sucking too,
we're done.
We can kiss a playoff spot 100%.
We can't have only 2 good pitchers and 3 guys who are in the who sucks more category.
And the thing is, too, it's like, they don't just suck. Like, they fucking blow.
Suck.
Like it's like literally like we were down 8 runs in the second.
The game's over.
It's over.
The game's
now,
over.
You know?
Now.
Like this is a level of suckage that it's like we cannot actively play you. Yeah. We might as well just forfeit so we can keep everyone healthy. You know.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
It's so bad right now. So Stripling needs to keep being good.
I agree. Well, everyone that I've talked about, there's not too many standouts. Those are the big standouts, but there has been one guy. One player. Oh, so good.
Who on this channel we love with all of our hearts, and that is why it is time to announce
the J of the Week. It's the J of the Week time, folks.
J of the Week.
Oh, I love J of the Week. I feel like a lot of you have a good guess on who this J of the Week is.
Y'all already know.
We were talking about them all, like literally when we were down by
I was like,
God. Kirk on the. Oh, I just said it. It's Alejandro Kirk, baby.
Fucking go!
Let me get him off.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go.
Captain, baby. It's the captain. It's the captain.
Getting ready to walk.
All
what
right.
did the captain do this week?
Oh, buddy, the captain. Let me read you this guy's slash. He hit 450 with an on base of 521. Oh. The slugging, Nick, 1,050. Oh, with 4 home runs.
Oh my God.
That comes to an OPS of 1,571. Oh, he drove in 9 RBIs and scored 9 ribbies for the captain.
Shit, man.
Bringing his, I think he was at 21 before this week, jumped up to 30.
Wow.
And 5 runs scored just to add on top of it. The captain, baby.
The captain deserves all the love in the world, guys. This is, like, he is the best catcher in baseball right now.
He is.
And I would argue that he was probably the best hitter in all of MLB this last week, you know?
Yeah,
like,
he could be up for Player of the Week. I think so.
He very realistically could be up for Player of the Week. Like, whenever you get close to hitting 500 with 4 dingers, like, you were going to be in that conversation. And, like, we were looking at the numbers today, too, guys. Like, I think he's tied for 8th in average right now. He's 3rd in all of MLB for on base. That is just such an important characteristic to have.
Dumb.
So not only is he getting on base, he's also smacking people really well as well.
Yeah.
And that makes him in the top 10 for OPS too, with names like Harper and Trout and Alvarez and all of these leads. Like, Perk is on another level right now, and so far, he has been the best Toronto Blue Jay all season long.
100% cannot agree
It's
more,
unquestionable
guys.
at this point.
It's unquestionable.
Yeah, it's unquestionable.
Unquestionable, folks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, guys, before we get into the power rankings and everything like that, there was a really cool freaking fight that happened today. In one corner, we got the Angels, and in the other corner, we got the Mariners, and the big protagonists on both sides, Jesse Winker for the Mariners, and Anthony Rendon for the Angels. Let's play the clip.
Let's do it.
And then we'll break down what we think happened here.
All right, here it is, folks. Oops. I pressed the number. We're skipping ahead. A little spoiler.
All right. Let's
take a look.
And he has pitched out of the pen.
Oh, right in the butt.
And he just hit Winker. Winker's trying to get towards.
And here's Rendon with his cast on. And Rendon. Punches. These guys throwing punches.
These are mad punches.
Yeah, they are. And then there's somebody's literally, like, they're on top of each other, like, actually feeding one another.
Wow. There's some words exchanged.
Yeah, Winker is not a happy individual.
Wow, they're still going.
This is actually a brawl.
Yeah, this is a brawl.
And people are getting thrown to the ground, too.
Oh, yeah. That's a brawl.
Okay, that's the first time that I fully watched that clip, to be honest.
Shut up. Thank you to Let's Talk Sports for putting that up.
Let's Talk Sports now. And in that thing right there, what they didn't show was, and this is something that we saw, was the push from Anthony Rendon.
He pushed him.
And Anthony Rendon
in
walks
the face.
over. In the face. He walks over with his cast on, takes his other hand, and just shoves Jesse Winker directly in the face. And that's what started this entire thing, which then erupted into, like, probably the biggest brawl, I think, of all seasons so far.
Maybe in a few years, too. I haven't seen a brawl like that in a while. Probably, like hands being thrown that aggressively.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Now, why, again, because you were telling me, you were explaining to me why this happened in the first place.
Right. So last night's game, there was a pitch thrown at Trout's head. There was a bit of disruptance there.
You shouldn't be doing that.
You shouldn't be throwing it. I don't know. Now, I'm not sure if it was on purpose or if it was unintentional. Whatever it was, the LA Angel team was not happy.
They take offense. That's the best player, understandably so.
So then they throw out another Seattle Mariner today, and I believe it hits them. Someone please correct me. And it's like, okay, all said and done.
It's done now.
We tried.
Right.
And then they throw out Jesse Winker, who then was like, all right, come on,
like,
dude.
you already went after me. And that's very clearly, like, they did throw at him. Like, that was in his asshole.
Yeah.
Right there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't miss that bad.
No, unless you say Kikuchi.
Unless you say Kikuchi.
Which he hit a couple guys.
Yeah, for real. But they go after him. He takes offense, as he probably should.
Yeah.
And then for Rendon, I don't know why Rendon decided to get involved here. Like, you're supposed to be in the IL right now, just chilling, dude.
Yeah.
But apparently he took all offense and then put his freaking face in his hand or hand in his face, and then everything went to shit.
Yeah, so I gotta imagine we're gonna see a breakdown from John Boy for sure.
Oh, we need it.
Winker's gonna be walking out saying something. Rendon's gonna be saying something back, and then the finger in the face. There's gonna be some suspensions there for sure.
Yeah, as there should be.
Whenever Rendon gets back, whenever Jesse Winker will be suspended, whenever Rendon gets back, he'll probably need to serve something.
That's okay, guys, because you know what? Ultimately, that was the most exciting thing I saw in baseball this entire week. So let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Fighting.
Who won?
Who won? I don't know. It's hard to maybe the Mariners.
Maybe the Mariners won, yeah.
Yeah, just in terms of just like class.
All right.
You know, like all right, like look, you know, like you're being a little petty, and then Rendon coming with the dirtiness.
Rendon's being a little petty bitch, you know.
Yeah, being a little petty. Like, buddy, you have a broken hand. Like,
get
what
the
are you
hell
doing?
out of here. Yeah, like, I'm not about to sock you in your face, you know, after you got a broken hand. But damn, guys.
I'm going Mariners.
All right, GG Mariners, big W's right there. Okay, let's move on and do our power rankings now, folks. Big week of baseball that just transpired. I'm going to be honest, Blue Jays didn't have a good one, and I struggled to find any argument to keep them in here, but I just decided to say screw it. So the Blue Jays are ranked 10 on the power rankings. That edges out teams like the Rays, like the Cardinals. I think arguments could be made for both of those teams.
Dude, Cardinals, you were like, well, they're right there up for the division, and we're in 4th.
Yeah.
You know?
I think arguments could be made, but this is a Blue Jays channel, and I don't give a shit.
There's some bias.
So there you go. We're number 10. Who do you got number 9?
Number 9, we got the Minnesota Twins. They have a 41-33 record. Obviously, they're better than the Blue Jays. They beat them in a series. They did drop a spot. They've been doing kind of okay because now that they're having some competition in the AL Central with the Cleveland Guardians, they're close on this list too, but they ain't going to make the top 10.
But biggest reason for them being number 9 is they literally own their division right now. They are number 1. So, like, there has to be something said for that. So, GG Twins. Numero 8 is the Milwaukee Brewers. They took us for a ride this past weekend. Simply, the Blue Jays cannot be higher than the Milwaukee Brewers because we just lost 2 games to them. So, Milwaukee right there with a 42-33 record. They are now at top of their division once again. They're a good team, and once this offense gets going, kind of like how it's going right now, like they should be on a run. And
I mean, Kikuchi and Berrios made them look like freaking MVP All-Stars this week.
Dude. Yeah,
so
like they looked incredible. Rowdy
Telez hitting 2 bombs.
Jesus Christ, man, he looks good. Number 7, and their debut on this list, man. Like 2 months, more than 2 months into the season, the Boston Red Sox are making an appearance, fucking skyrocketing themselves into the number 7 spot on the power rankings. Yeah. They have won 7 games in a row. They are our opponent coming into next week. I'll be honest, guys. I imagine that streak to potentially continue with the way that we are playing. They are red hot right now. And you told me in a very interesting stat today that yes, their offense is incredible, but it's also
the starting pitching, folks. They're 4th in the AL in starting pitcher ERA, and we're going to see some of those starting pitchers in that upcoming series. So get ready. It's going to be a tough one.
And a lot of them are like, who, what, how are you doing this? Why the baseball this well right now?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy. Number 6 is the San Diego Padres, 45-29. That's where we had them last week. Strong argument could be made for them to be number 5. But the reason that they're number 6 is because I like the number 5 team better, and it's the Atlanta Braves. And they won the World Series last year. They're super hot still, 42-31. They're back. And yeah, they're a good team.
You like them. I like them. I like them. And the number 4 team is even better, and they actually dropped a spot this week. The LA Dodgers. I mean, they've been going through a weird phase too. I mean, all teams, unless you're the Yankees, do this. They go through a weird phase. And 44-26. Not a bad team, and I believe
like they're still top tier, dude. Like
they're top tier.
But like it goes to speaking of the level of competition of some of these other squads, like the number 3 team, the Astros. Now the reason that they moved up a spot is because they went to battle with the Yankees.
Yes, they did.
They went to battle with the Yankees. They no-hit the Yankees, combined no-hit. That is a very tall task to do.
Yeah.
And, like, it was a close series, man. Like, the Yankees, I think, inevitably did get the edge on them, if I'm not mistaken. But, like, ultimately, Astros are a very solid team, and they can go toe-to-toe with the best. So, like, respect.
Respect. Number 2, and this is coming to no surprise, the best team in the NL is the New York Mets. 47-27. They keep on rolling. I really don't know what to say about these guys other than they're just the best team. And they're still
the best team in the NL.
And they're missing their best pitchers, and they're
stacked,
still good.
And they're going to be crazy come trade deadline. And when their team gets healthy, beware. And number 1 is obviously the New York Yankees. They are 53-20 right now, still on a historic pace. there was a bit of a down week for them.
It was.
But even a bit of a down week, they end up picking up W's and doing good. And that is the mark of a truly exceptional team, is when you cut your losses down and you already know that, next week or the week after that, it'll be another 5-0 run.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They had tough competition. They had the Rays and the Astros. Literally division rivals, and then the only other best team in the AL.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough, and they still won.
So
ridiculous.
Yankees are elite.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, we don't have to play the Yankees for a little while. We've done most of that this year. But the Boston Red Sox and the Rays, they are going to be the Toronto Blue Jays competition coming up.
Yeah, and it's not going to be an easy one, guys. No off days this week. In fact, we play 8 games this week. We have a double header on Saturday, and that's why we saw Jose Berrios get that extra inning, because we just needed some more length.
Ultimately, I almost would have just kept playing him.
I honestly too.
Because it's just we need the guys. We need the guys to be good. But it is gonna be fucking tough, dude. Who do we have going? Who do they have going? What are we predicting here?
Well, we got the Boston Red Sox. We're gonna be back at Toronto at the Rogers Center on Monday. First thing, the Red Sox, who have 42-31 record. We've got Gosman up against this guy named Seabold, who's pitched 1 game, 6 ERA.
I've heard of him before, but I'm not super familiar with
me
his
either. I'm
and,
not
his pitching style. So
no.
I mean, I tend to think that
I just assume they're bad.
Yeah,
Gosman's a proven elite ace.
Yeah.
Cy Young candidate.
Yeah.
And Seabold, his name is Seabold, and he has 1 game under his belt this year.
It wasn't very good so far. So coming into Rogers Center, I definitely like our chances for game 1.
Me too. Game number 2 on Tuesday, we got Ross Stripling with a 3.08 ERA, so that's a very nice ERA.
Very good.
Up against Waka. Waka. 12 games. Waka. I just realized how that sound.
Nice.
2.34 ERA. That's going to be tough. I mean, he was bad. Now he's good.
He was bad. Now he's good. Same thing can be said for Nick Pivetta, who was bad. Now he's good with 3.25 ERA over the course of the season so far. Granted, he will be up against some steep competition, because that third game we have Manoah going for us. So what do you think for that Boston series, dude? They're rolling right now.
I know.
They're rolling. I think the pitching matchups look pretty even, in my opinion. I actually think that we do have the minor edge pitching-wise.
I do think we do. We're pitching our best guys.
All
3 of our best guys.
We're pitching our 3 best guys, but they do have that momentum. Granted, we are at home.
Yeah.
So this is there's a lot to be considered here. This is a pretty even, I think, 50-50 split. For the sake of us doing it, I'm going to say that we win 2 of these games.
I'm going to say it too. I'm edged.
But
which ones? I mean, if
I don't know. I
would say we're gonna win Gosman. That one feels like the clear lock for me.
Yeah.
And then maybe Manoah Pivetta, just because Waka is eating up the pills.
Yeah. But do not get me wrong. We could very easily lose 2 of these games.
Watch, Stripling,
1,000%.
Stripling goes 5 innings. Gosman goes 6. We've already used our bullpen a lot this weekend. We feel that effect on Tuesday, and we give it up.
I totally see some bullpen
100%.
blow-ups coming in this series, dude.
Blow-ups.
And literally, they've won 7 games in a row. Do not take that lightly.
Yeah, no.
They are hot. Their offense is good. We got to come out swinging. So hopefully we pick up 2 there.
Hopefully.
Because we just need to.
We need to.
We're up against 5 games against the Tampa Bay Rays, who right now have just overtaken us in a tie in our division. They are 3rd. We are 4th. This series will decide that for at least a little while. What do we have going on here?
Well, it ain't going to get much. We're literally going to throw out probably our entire rotation. I am curious to see what they do with that Saturday, because Manoah is expected to go on Sunday. I'm kind of jumping ahead a bit, but Manoah is expected to go on Sunday. But that's only like 4 days of rest, so I don't really know what they're going to do. So right now I have this. Kikuchi up against potentially Springs, who apparently can go 6 innings pitched his last outing. He's not one of those openers. 2.25 ERA. Friday, Berrios, right? This is going to be very tough, guys. Up against Corey Kluber, 3.45 ERA. We know what Kluber does. Can go long. Gosman is going to be going up against McClanahan potentially in the first game.
God damn it.
McClanahan, guys, Cy Young and Rookie of the Year candidate in the AL.
Exceptional so far. Exceptional.
A 1.77 ERA. Then Stripling in the second game against Beeks, who's just an opener, but still a good opener of 1.82 ERA. And then Manoah versus Baz. Baz actually has a 4.15. So anyways, it's going to be very tough really good pitching, and we're throwing out 2 of our not so good pitchers. Again, and people are going to be on shortened rest. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they call someone up and do an opening thing on Saturday just to push everyone back, right? So Manoah may not even go again in this series. They might push him back. So what do you think?
I don't see us winning this thing.
No,
man. I just don't.
No,
you know, like
I don't
like how things are going. I don't like that we don't get any days of rest. I don't like that people are going to be rushed. I don't like that our momentum is not where it needs to be. I don't like that they have all of their good pitchers going against us. Like,
yeah. Oh, if McClanahan goes up against Gausman, like that's going to be tough. That's like our one guy in that series that they might battle us with.
I don't know, man. God. Like, I think we're gonna lose more than we win, so I'll say that we go 2-3, which is, you know, like
honestly, if we go 2-3, I'm pretty happy.
I'll be pretty happy with it. Like, if we go 2-3 against them, and then 2-1 against the Red Sox, I'll think that that's a good week. 4-4. Like, I think if we can go 4-4, I'm actually happy.
Yeah.
But, there is a strong possibility that we do not go 4-4 this week.
No, it is. You know what? Okay, this is what I'll say, because I was immediately like, Kikuchi's an L, which I do think he is. Berrios is an L. However, apparently, this is me trying to convince myself. Apparently, Berrios at home is like the exact starter we need. Like low 3 ERAs, low 200 batting average, low whip. Like, so I'm like, all right, maybe we get one of those. Whoever faces McClanahan, we're going to lose. And then maybe that opener is Stripling. I don't fucking know. I'll say 2-3 too. I'll say 2-3 as well. 2-3, but that's it. So on the week, that would be, if we're both going 2-3, that's a 4 and 4.
It's 4-4.
4-4. Yeah.
4-4. And I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
If we go 4-4, I'm actually happy with that, because my thinking is we need to tread water until All-Star break, and then everyone needs to go away and get laid and get their shit together, because their minds are all screwed up.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's pissing me off.
I agree with, everyone needs to do that once in a while.
Everyone needs to do that. Also, a bit of a shout out here to Jordan and for the Dono, asking a question: do we trade Lourdes Gurriel Jr. for an all-star level starter? Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get an all-star level starter for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Like, what are you talking about, all-star level starter? Like, are they readily available like that? Like,
I don't know, and I don't know. Lord doesn't feel.
It depends totally for me on the name, on the starter,
and on the team
contract,
themselves, right?
On everything about that. I could definitely be convinced depending on who that is, but I could also not be convinced depending on who that is. So I'm willing to trade the Lord if it's for, something very, very good and very needed. And we do need a pitcher, and we are going to be talking about starting pitchers that we can go ahead and acquire. Do not get me wrong. There will be guys on that list. But we probably need to get a bit more specific, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just speaking on our week, a lot of people are commenting here, believe, go Jays, go. And, I'm trying. It's just really hard when you have 2 weeks. We haven't won a series since, what was it, like mid-June? Early June. Yeah. Like, it's really hard, guys. We gotta win. If we're gonna win, it's gonna be Boston. Yeah. Tampa Bays are gonna be really tough, though. So that's our predictions of the week. 4-4. Please, let's go 5-3 and somehow.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And I honestly, 4-4 is fine to me. Just don't dig yourselves a hole. Don't dig yourselves a hole here.
Because I could easily see that happening. This has whole potential.
Yeah, I
don't want it.
Can't have it, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Along with our predictions for the week, we also gotta do Nick and Adam's freaking scorecard. So it's time to spin that wheel.
The spinning fortune, baseball, colorful, future determining, stat analyzing, and it's a wheel that we spin every week.
Yes, it is time to spin the wheel, and Nick, you're killing me right now.
Yeah,
you're slowly killing me right now.
It's been slow, yeah. Like the knife is just like slow. You know that Saving Private Ryan scene where the knife slowly
going in
something like that. But I will say, I want to look back at where I was at this time last year.
Probably very similar.
I think I was a little bit worse off even than that. Yeah, because I remember even making comments like, we might need to start again come All-Star.
Yeah, I remember.
I was down so bad.
Yeah. But you can't come back.
Yeah, I did come back. So, I mean, like, even though it's 19-13 right now, definitely still a long season ahead and tons of stuff to get.
Yeah. So should we talk about what happened last week?
Sure, yeah.
I'll just quickly sum it up for those who were watching. we picked walks, and Nick picked Vladdy. I picked Kirk. Vlad got 6 walks this week, but then Kirk got 3. Instead, he wanted to hit 4 homers instead of add 4 more walks to help me win.
Bastard, yeah.
Bastard being J of the week and stuff. And then as well, for home runs, you picked Teoscar Hernandez, who hit 1. Vladdy hit none. So, oh well.
That's insane.
That's just, it happens. It just happens. And then for Ks, for 9, we're only doing starters now, folks. And I picked Gosman, who hit 6 innings, 7 Ks. You picked Manoah, who hit 6 2/3 with 6 Ks. So, it works out. We're just slightly more. So,
all right,
yeah.
and it is my week this week, so I can spin the wheel and decide what it is that we're doing.
Woo!
So, let's do it.
We're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. And guys, play along. Play along.
Give me the oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Oh, I missed it. Base on balls,
Walkies.
batters. Base on balls,
Well, I
batters.
mean, I feel like it's been working for me so far, man.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy, like, I think that, you know, there is a clear selection here.
Yeah,
So I'm going to stick with the man who did it for me last week and take Vladdy first.
I think you should. You know, it's kind of funny.
And you're going to go the same for you? Is
I
that the
might.
idea?
Yeah, literally the only guys with more walks is Kevin Biggio, but like playing time. You know what I mean? Like there could be. He is getting playing time, but I ain't gonna do it because last week before this, I'm pretty sure Kirk got a crap load of walks.
He will get them.
Yeah.
He will absolutely.
Like he had
get
4
them.
last week.
Like he will be up there for sure.
Yeah.
It just so happened this past week he was smacking all the freaking things
Right.
instead of walking. You know.
So I'm gonna just say because now they're like, oh crap, he won Player of the Week and J of the Week.
That's fine. I mean,
I might throw him more balls.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I don't want to throw to Kirk anymore. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna pick Kirk again.
That's a
I'm
solid
gonna pick
choice.
Kirk.
That's a solid choice, dude. I like it. I like it.
I love
All right.
Kirk.
Second.
Well, what's it gonna be, folks? What's it gonna be?
Give me the bonus. No, I'm just gonna miss it. Unless it comes back.
Oh no, it's coming! Worst
Yeah, I love this category.
This is
I love
the best one.
category.
This is the best one, guys.
This is probably my favorite. This one and J Killer are my favorite one. You know, even though that they're kind of subjective, I'm just like, I find these to be the most fun.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
And I'm thinking about going first.
I was hoping you'd let me go first.
Thinking about going first here because
There's a couple good options.
I have one guy in mind that I think is pretty bad at baseball. Oh, I have one guy in mind that I think is pretty bad at fucking baseball. He is so bad at baseball.
I know who you're gonna pick.
Yeah, I think I want Yusei Kikuchi.
Damn, dude. I wanted Yusei, bro.
I want Yusei Kikuchi.
That's such an easy lock for worst J. Because here's the thing, Berrios, apparently when he's home, he's better.
Yeah.
And like...
Yeah, it's against Boston. You know, or no, it's not. It's against the Rays, right? It's against the well, whatever. That fucking matters. It's against. Yeah, he sucks.
Man.
Yeah, go away, Kikuchi.
Yeah, go Kermit. Kikuchi worse. He's such.
Yeah.
And like,
who could possibly
no
beat
one.
Yusei Kikuchi?
No one can beat him. No one. Like even our worst player, Biggio's hot. Espinal, I can't pick that because he's been pretty bad. 3-23 in his last bit, but he could, any week he can turn it back on. There's no one else that's worse than him. Only one comparable is Jose Berrios. I have to pick Jose Berrios.
You have to get him, dude.
Damn it. And I damn it.
Yeah.
He's just a coin flip. Where Kikuchi's a lock.
Kikuchi's a lock, bro.
Come on, Berrios.
There will be earned runs with Kikuchi.
I know. A lot of walks.
Oh,
a lot of walks.
All right,
Damn.
there we go, guys. Now it's Adam's turn to pick first here.
Come on, give me something easy. Give me something easy, like RBIs or something.
Like a lock. You need a lock.
I need a lock. Like walks. Look, we already did walks. Right.
Respin.
Okay, respinning, folks. Respinning. Berrios candidate red jerseys. That could be good for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's some bad juju there for sure.
Yeah. Oh no, J Killer. Where did it? Oh, J Killer.
J Killer.
Oh,
this is
fun.
a fun one. It's the first time that we've spun this one, so to fill people in, this is basically like the player that we believe is going to do the most damage to the Toronto Blue Jays. So like the one guy who's going to like really annihilate us this week.
Well, there is 5 games against the Tampa Bay Rays.
It does feel like you want to pick a Ray,
but
right?
who is doing things for the Rays?
I don't know, actually. You know, I don't really know. Who is doing stuff for the Rays, guys? Who would be a good selection for Adam here? I gotta pick someone.
You know what could be a good J Killer is McClanahan.
McClanahan.
That could kill the Jays.
Yeah, he could kill the Jays. He
kill
could
the
absolutely
Jays.
kill the Jays. I gotta look up the freaking Tampa Bay Rays lineup right now.
Yeah, look up their lineup because I want to see them too before I make a decision.
All right, fair enough. Also, I mean, I know that it's only 3 games. Devers is a madman right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a horrible.
So yeah, how are we gonna count this then? Like, if we're gonna pick one from one series, one on the other, like, do we just go by like?
It would have to be subjective, you know. We'd have to
who
to
just
look at
killed us the most?
Yeah, like who really did damage against us, you know. Like I do think that there should be an edge for somebody who is playing more
if
against
you did
us.
more games, yeah.
But you know, I do understand if you end up picking a
gotta
crazy
do
guy.
Franco, Rosarina. Yeah,
G-Man.
they don't really have a good lineup.
No, they don't. They don't really have a good lineup.
Yeah, Devers is so good at baseball.
Devers is pretty good at baseball, bro.
But we suppress Devers. We know how to pitch to Devers. I have seen us absolutely suppress this man.
That's true.
But he is pretty dangerous.
It's pretty dangerous.
And we have our best pitchers too. So, which is over here. You know what? I am gonna go McClanahan.
You're gonna go McClanahan?
I'm gonna go McClanahan.
Okay. I
so
see that.
So again, that's to be all subjective, and we can get like Pat in.
Yeah, all
McClanahan.
subjective. McClanahan. I do think I want to pick a batter here. I do think I want to pick a batter, and I will probably take one from this series. And you know what? I'll shoot my shot with Randy Arozarena.
Okay.
I'll shoot my shot with Randy Arozarena and say that he annihilates us this week. I mean, I am saying that he's gonna. We're both saying that Berrios and Kikuchi are gonna get wrecked.
Yeah.
So somebody will have to wreck them.
Do they spell him Arozarena?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh well.
Sure.
This is Blue Jays Today show.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
So those are the categories.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Like, if McClanahan goes like 7, like strikes out 12, like
we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens.
We'll figure it out.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
But,
me either.
we'll decide when the time comes. All right, guys. That has been the Blue Jays Today show. Comment down below what you thought about everything we've talked about today. The fight, the Blue Jays sucking, who is worse, and the wheel, guys. Who do you think has the advantage this week? We want to know.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who's joining in the chat. Please make sure to like and subscribe. And as always,
Go Jays, go!